Peace, 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 peace. Been a few days since Young Noble dropped his scathing diss record, Euthanasia, directed at Nasir Jones, taking shots at NaS because NaS is misrepresenting the facts or something of that nature. He's misrepresenting the facts that occurred at the MTV Awards in New York City that night at Baisley Park. We hear a lot of people's accounts of that night, different versions, different point of views. You expect that. But Young Noble did an interview with the Art of Dialogue. And, he had a lot to say. He had a lot that he wanted to, talk about, or the questions that were asked towards him. He gave me a lot of insight about him and Pac's relationship, the Outlaws' relationship, Fayda Hussein, his relationship with Fayda Hussein, and also Yafi Gaddafi. So I felt his pain. I felt how this is affecting him over the years. So I want to be careful what I say in respect to that. And this happened about 30 years ago, roughly 30 years ago, this incident. And it wasn't, a confrontation or whatever like that, but it did, Pac and Nas was able to talk like men, piece it out, whatever issues they had. And I believe they were trying to see if they can get together and make some music together. Pac, like three or 4 days later, met his unfortunate demise. So my whole deal in regards to that, and he was rehashing, he was right there. He said he was right in the middle of that. A lot of commotion, a lot of, a lot of mean mugging and all that, But Nas and Pac did their thing. They dipped off to the side, had a conversation, pieced it up, end of it. So now here comes the aftermath. Everybody has their versions, like I said, earlier. Young Noble has a problem, I guess, when Nas did Death Row East on the King's Disease 2 album. That was on, Nas had mentioned about the chain. He had a problem with that, saying that Pac kind of got inspired by his chain, Nas' famous QB chain. So it was kind of, he was going in and out about different things, subjects and stuff. And then he mentioned when Nas said something about he introduced Pac to Hennessy. So, rappers embellish, right? We know that. That's part of their, their style and how they flip things and, put it into motion and stuff like that. I haven't heard an interview with Nas. Anybody asked Nas about that, or if he made any interviews about that. So I'm just going on what Nas has said in there. I thought it was just kind of like a slick bar or whatever. But evidently, a few people have some problems with that. Young Noble being one. And to me, don't you think you could have hit Nas on this line, on this line? Or entertainers know how to get in touch with people, bro. You dig? Nas had conversations with Idi Amin. I'm pretty sure he could have hit Idi Amin, or if you really, you know what I'm saying? So you just been harboring on this. You just been harboring this animosity, this all these years, because your diss track was just basically like you just had a lot to get off your chest. And then you ran out of steam. You had all that up front, about 2 minutes of great rapping, and then 5 minutes of just nonsense, just rehash, punching at the clouds type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully. So, to me, I just think that this was unwarranted, to be honest with you. You know, you saying you're standing up for Pac. You're standing up for Pac, and so I get that. That's honorable. But you think Pac would have, being though they pieced it up or whatever, and this being 30 years later, and all this stuff has happened since then, all the disrespect that people had said, real disrespect that people have said, like Whack 100 mentioning about Pac, his little disrespect for Pac. Kiefer D was out there just floating around. Nobody did nothing to him. He basically talked his way into jail. But you never came out and said nothing then. If you have, I missed it. Somebody can send me the link. But where's all that? Now you want to have a fade with Nas. Oh, Nas ain't been in a fight. Oh, man, you sound like a little kid, bro. You sound like a kid, man. Nas made a song about brothers like you. It's called His Second Childhood. For real. And that was almost 20-some years. What was that, 20-some years ago when he made that? So, I don't have to defend Nas. I'm just saying my point of view is just, my opinion is just, I just think it's weak. But on the hip hop side of things, do you? You know what I mean? Do you. But my opinion, I think it's just weak. It's weak. It's weak. Especially when everybody else has been really disrespecting Tupac. On, you know what I'm saying? Blatantly. And you let that skate. It is what it is, bro. You know, people bark at certain people. So, the real gangsters or whatever, you know, they walk through without, you know, no barking at all. You dig? I don't know. Just giving them, you know, just my thoughts. But I think it was corny. I gave it like maybe a 1.5. I gave you credit, but as far as, you know, you started out strong in the song. The beat was okay, but you faded badly. You need some hooks or something in that joint. 5 minutes of just the same old angry man rap. Nah, you better than that, bro. You got better bars than that. That wasn't it. That was not it. You failed miserably. Major fail. But I give you credit. The old college try. But as far as what you was talking about, and then just to have all the emotion, then you're going to mention the man's daughter for one, right there, you got to get flamed. He probably won't even pay you attention, though, but I'm just saying, if he's going to keep it hip-hop, he got the right to go in. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I don't know what to say. Young Noble, you did your thing. Hope it was worth it, my G. Then you came on, what's the Yuck Mouth joint? Talking more noise? You really want some attention. So, hey. Oh, and on top of that, you disabled your comments on your own song. That tells you all you need to know about your own product, B. That tells me all I need to know about the confidence that you got about your own product. You disabled the comment section. That's weak. Anyway. Peace. 1.